what's insanely funny? We just did a Blue Eyes deck profile a couple of days, but I ended up changing the build and went to 2 first places and a second place with this deck. Alright, so we are back with our double first place and second place Blue Eyes profile. I played the exact same list through 3 events, and it was probably the most Yu-Gi-Oh! I've done in a while. So make sure you guys check out Kong's cards, discount code MK40, save you on your purchase. And of course, Trading Card Mint, discount code MK40 will save you on your purchase. So let's dig on into this. I did use a couple of the last regional season list as inspiration to adjust to this build for ratio. So yes, I am playing this version of Blue Eyes. I'm a little bit impartial to this art, honestly. I love the old style feel that it has for the Bandai feel, and obviously it just looks good in Platinum Seeker Rare, man. Like I think it's one of the better options that you have available to you. Obviously, I wanted the I showed you myself, please respond, Blue Eyes White Dragon, but couldn't get him. Nobody had him, so we'll consider. If not, we're just going to stick with this. No real reason to get too expensive with this deck. We are playing Triple Maiden. Stick to 3 of this. If anybody tells you that you shouldn't be playing 3 Maiden, proceed to tell them that they don't know what they're doing with this deck. We are playing Triple Sage with Eyes of Blue. Please do take note that I do not have a single high rarity version of this card except for this secret rare and these 2 ultra rares, and that's probably going to be the ones I'm going to play for the rest of time for this deck. Ratio's fine on this. This card is freaking stupid, man. The Primite package this weekend was the insane part of my life. That package carried me so hard. Also, threatening a normal summon on this, while you actually, have the Primite package in your hand, is really good. Because this can set the Drill Beam, then you can hard activate the load from your hand and kind of scout. This also forces your opponent to make bad hand trap decisions to absorb the blow from this. Because if your opponent lets this card resolve, they're probably going into a really bad position. This is just something that you do not want sticking around. We played Triple Veiler. This card was pretty MVP this weekend. I didn't realize how much I loved Veiler. Just really, really strong. Now, something I did this weekend that I don't think a lot of lists really wanted to do, I main decked Fua. There's going to be a lot of times out here, especially with this deck, that main decking the Fua probably is not a good call. But I think for especially a situation where 1, the meta is developing, 2, people kind of are not decided what they really wanted to do yet. Hitting an undecided duelist with this card in this meta is free value. You're always going to have to remember that. Anytime that you can get yourself into a situation where, players are kind of learning, setting on up, and, they don't really know, well, hey, this is a stop point on this format, maybe I don't want to go too far. Those are all, valid points. But you have to understand that getting resources, this is good. It's also a really, really easy side out card. Like, every time I was going first, I boarded this trash out. It was just goodbye, Fua. Don't want to see this card at all going first. But we're main decking it because it does do what it needs to do. We did play Triple Ash. Why are we questioning this? Something I was doing this weekend was I was playing 2 Drolls. Now, I did say very early in the week that I thought Droll was an insane card, and I'm sticking to that. I think Droll is one of the most broken cards that you can functionally play in this format. And I think most people are going to kind of agree. Droll and Lockbird getting a full halt turn stop on your opponent really will steal games for you. But I found a lot of the time that this was also a side deck out card, depending on the matchup. And you'll see why when we get into the side deck, what other choices that we have for this. This card is freaking dumb AF. Getting searchability on this card was really, really solid. Thank you, Lordly Load, for being broken. Oh, wait, Robbie, you're only playing 1 Drill Beam, but you said this card is insane. Come back to me when we get into the side deck here. and we will talk about this card because it's pretty good. I hate these Blue Eyes cards, man. This card's good because it gets the equip set up so you can make the board clear, attack everything, dragon. But this card gets ashed all the time. Like, you better be doing Primite cards if you think you're getting a commitment to actually play the game. Field Spell, I drew this card in my opening hand 6 times over the course of every single tournament that I played. And that is so freaking frustrating. I did learn, though, that if you open this card after you've been drolled, you're in a better position. Fun facts. Special Blue Eyes White Dragon is what this card says. We did play 1 copy of Tack Talents, of Pot of Prosperity. Let's see, we do play the Tack Talents. I'll put it right there for you. So we do play 1 copy of Tack Talents. I'm indifferent about this card, but it's okay. We did play the Pot of Prosperity here. This came up 3 times. I actually drew it. It was pretty strong, actually. Getting the filter for your options is really, really good. You'll learn to appreciate this. 1 True Light, which gets banished by Fenrir. Learned that a lot. We have Majesty with the Eyes of Blue. This card's freaking stupid. Holy crap. Pop 2 is so good. Imperm, probably a really good hand trap. It is really good. And we have some purges to, actually make your opponent not enjoy playing the game. All right, let's get into the extra deck, because I did some stupid things in here. So, extra deck. We have 2 copies of everybody's favorite Link 1. Now, I agree with you. There should probably be a 3rd Link 1 in here, but it never came up. For every if you're getting that far into the Link 1 party right now, I don't really think it's worth it, because most of the time, like, you're just playing into Nib at that point. You gotta be very careful of what you're doing. I did play the 1 Spheres, no real change here. I did consider the 2nd, honestly, but I think that this was correct. I did play 2 Spirits. I know this is a major reduction since the last list that I showed, because last list we were on 3 Spirit. I was very adamant about it. Yeah, tournament grind does that. 1 Big Spirit guy. Man, I kind of want to play a 2nd of this. I've been thinking about that for a little while. The Clear Some Back Row Dragon. I did play the Crimson Dragon and the Stardust Cipher. Out of all of the tournaments I played this weekend, I did this 1 time, and then I got nibbed, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why getting nibbed really sucks. It's a win more package at this point. I'm probably actually going to cut these and play other stuff. This card is nuts. Holy crap, man. Resetting a trap, clearing a board, it's so good. We had the Neo Blue Eyes Dragon for the Send, for the Equip. It's pretty good. Anima for the Suction Cup. This came up once. Lina came up once as well in matchup. We also had the SP, and we had the MVP of the weekend. This guy. I am so sick of seeing Desiree out here with Agamundi that this guy is just clean up aisle 9. Like, he did a fantastic job at what he needed to do. So that was our extra deck. And then side deck here, we went straight triple nib. This is so good, man. Like, triple nib in the side deck was good enough. I think that there were not a lot of situations that I really wouldn't have wanted this guy. I think he was really good. What's Malice right now? Did side these. They didn't come up. I did play Magna Hut in the side. I wanted Bisteels to be able to latch onto things, especially since I knew there's going to be a lot of Blue Eyes. This is a good call. We also had the 1 Drillsworm, which also was a good call in the side. We did play Drillable Drill Beam in the side. So post-sighting, I usually went into 2, maybe 3, depending on how the matchup was. But having the Drill Beams in the later games is really good. I might consider maining this, but I don't really think it's worth it. Call by the Grave. I don't know. I figured you'd be something I'd want to have. Feather Duster for cleanup, and then triple Solemn Judgment here. because when you go first playing a deck like this, you just want to be able to blow your opponent out. And it felt really good, honestly. Most of what this deck was doing was good. Drill Beam was just freaking nuts, man. But I love this deck. This deck is a lot of fun. I'm not just saying that because, you know, I had such a fun, successful way with it. But the Primite cards were nutty, and I enjoyed that. So check out our friends at Trading Card Mint down below, and our friends at Kong's Cards. Discount code MCOOL40. Save you on anything you guys need. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright?
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.